I just want to let my thoughts be known on this Anthony Joshua situation right now, because I've watched Liam Go. I've watched Carl Froch's video. I watched Hatman Strikes Back's video. I watched a lot of different videos on the platform today about people's thoughts on the AJ situation. The consensus opinion seems to be that he's a shot fighter, that he needs to hang up the gloves. And it's just like, wasn't he shot against Ruiz? Didn't we find out that he was shot against Ruiz? Like, isn't that just an inherent weakness of his game? Being hit from those punches from the underneath angles, punches from inside the clinch. That's always been a weakness for AJ. We're not discovering anything new. When I found out that Pranga was a 20-0 fighter with a bunch of first-round KOs, I was kind of worried for AJ, and I wasn't surprised when I saw him get dropped. And the truth is, the Hatman Strikes Back video, all the videos said he got dropped twice. The second knockdown was not. Come on, he got right back up immediately. I don't even know what happened there. The first one was a real knockdown. And, early in the first round, it's an uppercut right in the pocket. I don't know. We've seen Joshua get dropped so many times. I feel like I'm going crazy. Fury fought a 47-year-old, and it took him 7 rounds to get him out of there. Joshua got a younger man, albeit barely. Pranga's 35, but a barely younger man. He got him out of there in 3. It took Fury 7 rounds to beat a 46-year-old. It took Joshua 3 rounds to beat a man younger than him. And we're sitting here calling Joshua washed and speculating that he's the guy who's going to lose to Fury, when I saw a Tyson Fury who, keep in mind, if Fury wants to beat Joshua, if Fury's going to beat Joshua in the early rounds, like some people are saying that he could, how would that happen? He's going to move forward at Joshua? He tried to move forward at Marius Vach and got pieced up. Tyson Fury is not a forward-moving fighter. And Anthony Joshua is learning how to not be a forward-moving fighter. Anthony Joshua has always been a fighter who likes to pressure fight despite his best interest. Anthony Joshua would be such a more dangerous fighter, lingering on the back foot, trying to counterpunch more, trying to let his opponent enact. And that is totally going to be the tactical plan against Tyson Fury. Any high-level boxing coach in the world would make sure that that is the tactical plan against the natural counterpuncher like Tyson Fury. If you're Anthony Joshua, you can't just let Tyson Fury willfully counterpunch you. You have to be the one to sit on the back foot, and if the fight starts off boring, the fight starts off boring. It is in Anthony Joshua's best interest in this potential Fury fight to sit on the back foot and bomb on Fury. That is exactly what Fury does not want to happen. He doesn't want Joshua sitting on the back foot and waiting to detonate on him, because you just saw what happened when he does it to anybody, when he did it to Pranga. People are taking all the credit away from Joshua for the offensive work he did in this fight, because after he hit Pranga with a big shot in round 2, Pranga just stopped punching, and it hurt Pranga so bad and scared Pranga so bad from trying to continue to force his way at Joshua and trying to lead the fight as he did in round 1. Because that's the truth. Pranga led the fight in round 1. He gave up on leading the fight the second that he felt Joshua's real power. And it was a very apparent moment in the fight, if you were paying attention, where you go, oh, there's the level. There's Joshua's level. There's the thing that makes the difference for Joshua. The power, the thing that goes last, the thing that's still going to be there, the thing that Fury could never match him for, and the thing that Fury is afraid of. He's afraid of Anthony Joshua's power. That's why we're not even going to see this fight. I have always thought we're just not going to see this fight, because both fighters have to agree to it, and Tyson Fury, especially at this point, especially after we just saw against Marius Vach, is not going to agree to this fight. He doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to get knocked out. He doesn't want to have to survive 12 rounds against a more patient, more mature, and equally powerful Anthony Joshua. I just cannot share the same level of he needs to hang up the gloves, he needs to retire pessimism about Joshua, when he's being actively dodged by his next supposed matchup and the biggest supposed fight in modern British heavyweight boxing history, right? Fury is dodging Joshua right now, or the fight would be happening, and people are talking about Joshua needs to hang him up because he got knocked down by a guy who's knocked out everybody he's ever fought. Save it. And the truth is, I think that if the narrative turns away from Joshua and goes towards Fury, it gives Fury an easier out from this fight and an easier into the fight that I really don't want to see, that I just get this disgusting, sneaking suspicion we're going to get. And that's Fury versus Usyk 3. And nobody in their right mind wants to see Fury versus Usyk 3. Who the hell wants to see Fury versus Usyk 3? The thing that makes that fight better is the fact that Usyk is more washed up than in the first 2 fights. Wow, what a big difference to the history of the heavyweight division that's going to make. The clarification that Tyson Fury might barely outpoint an old and washed Alexander Usyk. What a great addition to the heavyweight history that would be. Who wants to see that? And that's the most likely fight that we get instead of Anthony Joshua. It is, because what other big money fight is there out there for Fury that he might want? And keep in mind, the only reason that Fury is going to want that fight is because of what we just saw from Usyk, that performance against Verhoeven at the Pyramids. And it's just another example of the fans coming last in boxing, man. It's another example of the fans coming last in boxing, and how sometimes it can even be the fan channels that get in the way of the entertainment and then get in the way of the best fights being made. Because right now, people should be hyping up Anthony Joshua's power. They should be hyping up his offensive ability, and they should be hyping up his ability to potentially beat Tyson Fury. And instead, they're telling him to hang up the gloves because he got knocked down by a guy who's knocked out everybody he's ever fought. Like and subscribe for more combat sports content.